bungalow or what. But when I do speed tests, it's fine. Everything's perfect. But maybe there was too many people on. Chuck them off. Right, what are we doing? Well, apart from saying thank you to Bernard for sending me a copy of Our Sweet Mystery of Life. There was only one chord that I discovered I didn't play in my rendition the other week when I did it by ear. I think, yes, I missed out a D minor 7, which, yeah, does make a slight difference if you know what you're listening to. So thank you, Bernard, for that. I've got some pieces of music out of the cabinet, some of which I'm not going to be able to play. It's not going to be possible for all sorts of reasons. So we're nearly at the end of the C's. We've got about another 4 tunes to go. Been a difficult week at times. I've had problems with my fingers, especially on the hand where I hurt it when I fell on the floor and the paramedics came out, but it's not happened again. But the fingers are a little bit tricky, that one and that one, but otherwise we keep pressing on. What we're going to do? Was called Things. I think it was Bobby Darin that had a hit with that way back, probably around the 60s. I can't tell you because I did it by ear. I may have a copy of the music somewhere, or if I didn't do it by ear, I did it by memory. not sure which. I got a picture of Barry Manilow in front of me. Here it is, Barry Manilow. Oh, that was taken a while ago a bit. And it's Copacabana. It's one of my tunes out of the filing cabinet. And I can tell you right now so I'm not going to play it because it's got multiple pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus turn back again. It's in the smallest print they could probably find. It's got key changes, I think. No, it hasn't, but even so. And the print is so small that I'm looking at it now and I'm that close up to read it, and it's impossible. I'm not going to be able to do it. I mean, here's a sample page of what some of the print is like if you ever want to try and scan or magnify that. Anyway, I know a little bit of how it goes, and I have got a copy somewhere, but I've no idea where, which is probably in bigger print. See, I'm having difficulty reading it. Yes, oh well. As I say, I'm not going to struggle with trying to read it. It's well known. Tell you one other thing about this tune. When it first came out, people used to say, can you play Copacabana? And I always used to play a samba, or as some people like to call it, a samba. And there is one called Copacabana that was written absolutely years and years ago. I don't know whether I can remember how it might go. I might mess all this up, but just let me see if I can find my samba on here. Come on, I saw it there just now. Okay, samba. Let's see what happens. Wonder what key it's in. I'll try it in F. It's a bit of a mess because I can't remember all the various chord changes in it, but that's, you know, more or less it. Whoops, try again. Change key. Would that help? That won't help. I don't remember the chord changes on it, but that's the basics of the original Copacabana, and that's so people used to come up to me and ask me to play Copacabana. That's what I used to play. They used to come up to me and say, that was all wrong. I said, well, it's the piece of music I've got here. And they said, no, Barry Manilow. And sometimes I might just say, who? Right, now this next one, if this next tune was to be played in this day and age, it would get banned. It's very old. It dates back to 1929 when this was written. When I Met Connie in the Cornfield, comedy song Foxtrot by Harry Tilsley, Robert Hargreaves and Stanley Damerel, sung by Tommy Handley. Now, Tommy Handley was very famous during the war period and after for a show on BBC Radio called Itmar, It's That Man Again, ITMA, It's That Man Again, Itmar. And here is Tommy Handley. I don't know whether you can get this. This is a rather large copy of music, actually. And it's tatty, but what do you expect from 1929? It's close coming up to being 100 years old. So, still can't read it even though. I say it's a big problem these days now. It's getting somewhat worse, I'm afraid to say. Hopefully, I don't know, I say hopefully every time I go to the hospital, but they'll be able to do something, but I keep saying there's no more to be done. This tune, as I say, ought to be, well, would be banned in this day and age for some of the lyrics. For example, my Connie would look bonny with her head in a sack. Her beauty went off duty and forgot to come back. I met her accidentally when she and all her family were in the cornfield digging for gold. We cuddled and we huddled in the corn there for hours. Then Connie said, oh Johnny, go and pick me some flowers. I grabbed a big red poppy there, then screams and bad words rent the air. I'd nearly pulled off Uncle Bill's nose. There was her brother John, several hangers-on when I met Connie in the cornfield. There was a sister Sue, she brought her cousins too when I met Connie in the cornfield. They started singing before me, tell me the old story. We were both going strong till her father came along. Then I left Connie in the cornfield. Now, that bit is pretty tame to what carries on after that. And I'm not going to go through it all. There are verses galore. And there are all sorts of insinuations, even about where the wasps are resting and Connie getting undressed and so on and so forth. So, okay, the tune itself, I've got a key of G here. I better cut off my samba sounds. Let's go back to my usual. Otherwise we will be in bother. Okay. Right. That will do me for now. Okay, so. Sound terribly wrong. Sorry, it was wrong. Even that still sounds wrong to me. It says an F. Now I'm playing an F. Okay, right. Sorry, I'm in the key of G, aren't I? Should be F sharp. Right, okay. So, come back to it in a minute. Right. Okay, I've got a rough idea of it now, so if I can try and get this to stand up, let's see whether I can get it to stand on my screen. It's supposed to be my screen to telling me information while I'm playing, but the music stand is too far back for me to see anything. Right, okay. Let's try and get a little bit more light on it. Okay. We've got a piece of music here that hasn't even got chord symbols, and it's piano copy. So, okay, let's just work out some chords for it. Right, okay. It's going to be an A minor start. just noticed that the verse, which was so difficult to play, is actually ad lib. Excuse me. It's not even in tempo. The only bits in tempo is in the chorus. As I've always said, piano copy, no chord symbols. And this is play ukulele. Strange tunes on the back page too. That you wouldn't get in this day and age. Right, now we have the third item out of the cabinet today, which is Confidentially. Yes, it's called that, Confidentially. Composed, featured and recorded by Reg Dixon. Now, I'm not talking about Reginald Dixon, who was the organist. I'm talking about a comedian who looked like this. Hope you can see that. Is Reg Dixon. He wrote the music and he used to sing it as his sort of farewell tune at the end of his stand-up comic routine. Goodness, it's in the clear G again. I do it deliberately because I hate it. Would you believe this is piano copy as well? No chords, symbols, nothing. Not even for a ukulele. So I'm having to sort of do it from what my head thinks. That's the basis of it. I'll stick it up there because it annoys me when it's stuck down here really. It's a pretty slow tune, I would think. It doesn't give me any clue. Try it. there's a tacit in there, which I couldn't put in obviously because the rhythm has to cut out and stop, which threw me every time I came to it. Two little tiny lines in the middle of a bar where you cut. You can take a deep breath if you like and carry on. Confidentially, oh, what year? In case I didn't mention it earlier, 1950. No, hold on. 19x before L's is 4. 1949. That was 1949. I told you it was a long time ago. So, what can I play now? I have no idea. Shall we see what we can do with a little bit of Latin for a change? Don't often play my Latins. If I can think of something to play. last one was Blue Spanish Eyes, played in the key of G, my own favourite key. But I'm quite used to playing it in the key of G and also in other keys. Partly because when I was manager of a store that used to sell musical instruments, which was mainly organs and keyboards, we had to demonstrate the one-fingered method that you could use on keyboards and organs, where you set up a certain button and you only needed to press one finger on the bit down here and it would go something like this. I wasn't supposed to do those twiddly bits. And we weren't supposed to play further than a certain number of bars because the one finger system wouldn't work anymore. Although I did find out that you could cheat and play a different one finger note which would fit. But again, we weren't supposed to let people know that it was not as easy as you might think to play with one finger. And that is not a criticism of anyone that is on here, and I know there are, that do use one finger. And they do it beautifully because I've listened to them. So that's fine. It's what keeps you playing music and enjoying yourself. That's what it's all about. And that's how we used to sell the product. It's all about enjoying music in whatever shape or form you want to do it. And that's what I've been doing most of my life, since the age of 5 actually. I won't tell you what I was playing. Well, I could tell you that at the age of 5 I was playing handbells. But with other people, obviously. I wasn't going mad like this with handbells. Anyway, what do I do now? To finish up with, think of something quick, Lionel. Whatever comes to your mind, or whatever. Don't know. Right, well, that was What's New. Oh, So What's New, because I must be confused with another tune called What's New. So What's New by Herb Alpert. Okay, can't tell you any more about that. So what? Well, I played it in the key of C, actually. Couldn't remember. And that was off the top of my head. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you've had a pretty good week and a good start to the new year, but I know a lot of people haven't been too well, and I hope you all get better soon. I've got my birthday coming up soon, and I shall be 90. Yesterday I felt as though I wouldn't make it, to be honest. I had a bad night last night, and a lot of just pain and distress last night. I had a bad night. But never mind. We get over these things. Well, I do. I try. And I hope to see you all next week. So I've got to go and get up from this stool. I hope it all this got recorded, because it's going to go up on YouTube, where I hope all these people who listen to me, and there's loads and loads that listen, but they never do likes and they don't do subscribes, and I can't understand that. I would love you to just touch the little subscribe button. It won't cost you anything, doesn't mean you have to pay for anything. Oh, and I know that I'm getting monetized. Yes, only in the last month, and so far I've earned about £3. So that's not going to get paid out to me until it's some vast sum that makes it worthwhile for YouTube to pay me. So don't think I'm making a fortune out of this, because it's never going to happen. Oh, and I've got to pay tax on it in the United States, apparently. Some £3 something isn't going to go far. I'll keep you posted. Right, I'm round the back, folks. So if you're on YouTube, press the likes, press the subscribe, and share if you like. That would also be helpful. So bye for now, and I'm going to press the stop button, or finish as it says on here. Have a good week. Bye for now.